Try using small words for me.
The can's bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker? Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. You're the first stranger to wander into town in an age. Scripture tells us that nothing happens without reason. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. I am not trying to pull one over on you, friend. You were bound to run into them sooner or later. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Good law, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches, and diagnosticators, and hairpins, and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways. I'm going. In a jiff. I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice? Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M'Bakono handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Okay, well...
Yeah, huh? That's on account of how I never met her. It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. Could be. Reckon I'll never know. Okay, keep him quiet. I'm ready for this. Look at us. Something you need? You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vicar says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicar sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me. I'm on it. Got 'em all.
Roach? Did you change or something?
Yeah, you suddenly look like you have a terrible relationship with your parents. This is the new Roach. I'm no longer letting the agenda of corporate America define my lifestyle.
Well, this is bizarre.
Well. It looks like my brother Venom has taken over the body of another sorry default. Guess we should get this over with.
Wait, hold on a second. What are you talking about?
Can you tell? Your friend is either infected by a symbiote, or he just finished a shopping spree at Hot Topic. Either way, this is the end of the road.
Roach, is this true?
I have no idea what he's talking about. Oh.
Whoa.
The Dark One is weakening. There will be one who can stand against him.
This is the best shape I've been in years.
You guys think we should step in?
Weird. Normally snipers do a lot more damage. Wow, this new automatic sniper sucks.
Here we go. That's the last of them.
Mojo Plays. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most difficult fan challenges in video games. Number 10, the Spiral Challenge, the Sims franchise. In The Sims 2, you set up a house with 8 randomized Sims, but you will only control one. With added build restrictions, you must now use this one Sim to scramble around the house, making sure no one dies. It's can be tremendously difficult, as you can't even see the other Sims' mood levels. Number 9, Chuck Norris Challenge, the Elder Scrolls franchise. The Chuck Norris Challenge has been around for a while, but only began to gain real popularity.
Alexa, on my skin. I know it sounds super cliche, but you make me feel some type of way.
With Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, you are allowed to use spells or buffs, but you can only do damage through your fists without wearing any armor while completing the main storyline. Number 8, 6-star wanted level, Grand Theft Auto 4. What if you tried to survive as long as possible on the
Here we go!
possible wanted level? You'll have endless powers for Grand Theft Auto 4 for a 6-star wanted level in 16 minutes and 7 seconds.
Everyone all right?
Number 7, no merchant run, Resident Evil 4.
Resident Evil, welcome to Raccoon City.
A rocket launcher?
Get tickets now.
What would happen if you were to shoot the merchant? Well, on lower difficulties of the original game, he would reappear at his next location. But play it on hard mode, and he stays dead, leaving the player to only use what he finds lying around. Once you play without those pit stops, you'll begin to miss that creepy capitalist. Number 6, Nuzlocke Challenge, Pokemon franchise. We all start the same, and the game gets progressively more difficult as we work our way through. But if you want to up the ante, you have to play the Nuzlocke Challenge. The rules are that you can only catch the first of each Pokemon you encounter, and when yours faint, they're dead. Naming each Pokemon is also a popular rule, so that when they die, you feel the heartbreak. Number 5, Skyblock, Minecraft. Imagine if hardcore mode wasn't enough for you, and you had to work with the absolute bare minimum. That's what Skyblock is all about. The Skyblock map is an easy-to-install challenge that places you on a floating island with just enough to survive. It's then up to you to expand and thrive, completing various mini-challenges along the way. Number 4, no damage runs, Super Mario Maker series. Come again.
Green. You guys are so green. 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 Wait, no!
Come on, wait. Let's take a selfie.
No phones at the dinner table.
Ralphie, so it is impossible to keep the tongue still. No moment of truth here. See how bad this one is. Oh my god. Photo paper? Oh my god, Smurf kisses? If you don't know, when you get a new one like this, you gotta lay a lily pad, or you will get Smurf kisses on your butthole. Well. How do you put on a shirt, bro? No disrespect. No disrespect talking, bro. First I use men degree. Damn.
burglars, but
all my friends are toxic, all ambitionless, so rude and always negative.
okay, who am I human today?
Emilia.
Okay, Emilia, kiss or slap me?
Kiss.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Oh, sorry, I thought we had something going, no?
I mean, we did.
Okay. Today, Gordon Ramsay showed up in my kitchen.
Oh, there we go. Fucking lazy, yes. Learn to cook.
Today, Gordon, 3 reasons why your girlfriend needs this. So we gon' keep plowing to the mouth.
You want some more?
Let's go!
Oh my goodness, I should have saved. What are you wanting to play?